Hello, 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 and welcome to Retire by Investing. This is a different type of video. I'm actually excited for this just because this has been in the making for a little bit, and I actually, pretty much just finished it today. This is our trading journal that I actually made from scratch just to make sure that, I had all these features that I actually wanted. This is something that I'm actually already using myself, but I actually wanted to bring it out to everybody here just because I know that a trading journal is something that majority of people need. And there's a lot of features out there that are not included already. And with the help of AI, it's been quite a journey to be able to do everything on here. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the dashboard on Retire by Investing Trading Journal, like the cool thing is all that you have filters, right? This dashboard just serves as an area where you can see like your win rate, like you see your win rate, how many trades, your P&L, everything like that. Your risk, how you've been doing, your max drawdown, your losers, your average loser, average winner, all that stuff as a trader that you would actually need going forward, right? And then at the same time, you also have an equity curve, win loss, and P&L by setup, right? But the cool thing about this is that as you're logging in some of your trades, the biggest feature of this is like you're able to have like SMAs. Like you won't be able to see it here, but usually like if you have like 10 days out or something like that, you'll have like all your SMAs and you'll be able to see exactly how it trends, how your equity is trending, if it's in a downtrend, uptrend, etc. Right. And that's really important just because you would want to know like when you need to step back or not. But at the same time, you also have open positions that you can see, like from day to day, what has been scaled out, not scaled out, etc. Other things is like the quick position calculator. You have risk fixed, like you can do like a fixed dollar amount, and it'll tell you exactly um, like how many shares, right? Depending on if you want. So if you did like five, and then say like the 480, it would quickly calculate exactly how many shares you could take, how much that's going to cost of your actual total equity, and then basically what that risk is, right? So that's another cool feature that you have, and then basically your equity curve down here, your analytics, exactly how this would be. Um, you have a strategy audit. You can do a lot of things. You can have like it check every single thing. I usually do auto by market cap or index EMA filters. There's relative strength, exit timing, position sizing, and then you can basically these are yes or no questions for the audit. You can add the questions here, and then at the same time, you could also see when your best time that you traded from, right? Um, all that goes into here has a daily breakdown and then setup breakdown at the very bottom. You have improve tab where it'll tell you exactly what you need to do. So it gives you like some AI stuff in terms of like what you need to do, what you should focus on if you're in an unprofitable system, etc. All that stuff is really, really important. So it'll give you all that expectancy and which is really, really, in my opinion, something that I never had um, in terms of a data. Um, your playbook, you can actually add a setup here and then go through all this, and you'll basically see like the setup, the market condition, time frame, entry rules, exit rules, everything here. And basically, you can also put in charts. You can basically save charts. You can take a snapshot and also drop that image in there, which is really, really cool. Now, this also has a position sizing calculator, which is the same thing at the very at on the dashboard, but it's just bigger. You have a market monitor in which if you put in your own API, it'll actually chart find out like the SPY and everything like that, and the VIX. And then you have your earnings and then stock news and all that stuff, right? Now, the cool thing about the trade log here is that, and you'll get to see this on the next tab, which is the import function. But you can basically see on the side here if there's like different months, like let's just say like this was January 25th or something like that, and let's just put a test 480, right? 10,000 shares or whatever like that. Oops. Let's not do that. We're on the up and coming. Well, this is really bad. But like, um, let's see here, 100,000 shares. We'll just use 10,000 shares. Okay, cool. So you could see it'll literally grab exactly which month that was, and it'll show only those trades for this area, and you can see at the very top here what it's actually doing. Now you can actually have saved filters where if this was a filter that you wanted, you would just save that, and then you'd be like, whatever, right? It's like, okay, cool. And then basically it would just save this exact time frame that you wanted. Say like if this was, you know, best month ever, and it'll basically get all those trades, right? So the other portion of this is really cool is that you have an Excel tab and a PDF tab, and you can actually, um, it'll give you all of the statistics on all of this, right? So I'll give you 11 stats, and it'll show you exactly all of these, and you can basically see what it was for the last 7 days, this month, this year, or all time, right? So very, very important in my opinion and then you can generate the PDF and then kind of go over all this stuff, which is really, really nice. Now, if we want a specific, date or something like that, we can also do that here. If you just wanted to export the CSV, totally different. But the cool thing about this is that there's a lot of brokerage functions here. Right now, we only support TD Ameritrade and Interactive Brokers, Charles Schwab, Robinhood, Webull, Fidelity for all those people as well. And at the same time, you can just drop your CSV file here and it'll actually populate in terms of all your executions, your trades, and everything here, which is cool. And you could also delete these files as well, um, which is really nice. And I find it that this offline version is just strictly to your computer, which is important, right? But let's just say you went on vacation and you wanted to find out. Like you can actually Google Drive sync. And if you did like it'll tell you exactly how to do that. And then you also have your API stuff here. Uh, for risk management, you can also have the equity curve be like dynamic in terms of green, stuff like that. Your daily loss limit, you have trade templates, label management, for like high type flag, and then your risk values if you want to put those in as well. And then your setup management. So all of these things are included in the journal, and I'm pretty sure like that is pretty much what you need as a trader. Um, at the same time, the coolest thing is that you can also have this area where you can, convert it to darker, light. So a lot of these features are included. Still feel like we're going to be, adding more and more and more. But hey, I mean, this is a really good start for the trading journal, and use it, give us some feedback, or features that you may think that are needed, and would love to hear from you guys, and hopefully that you can help me build this even more. Thanks, guys. Peace.